Like a lot of kids, I didn't know what I wanted to do after high school. I did know that I wanted to travel and have adventures. I wanted to surround myself with nature and pursue my passion of photography. So right around the time of my 18th birthday, I bought a school bus. For only $2,800, I was the proud owner of a short bus, filled with a couple passenger seats, a wheelchair lift, and a whole lot of potential. Throughout the course of my senior year, I worked to convert the bus into my ideal tiny house. Complete with solar panels, a wood-burning stove, and even a grass deck on the roof. But this isn't all going to be about van life.
I shit in a bucket today. Hashtag van life.
This is just my story. A story about serendipity.
Out in the world when your only friend is a trap or song. Your time and your money and your best girl are gone. You can't go back, the road keeps moving along. Can't go back, the road keeps moving along. Someday
In April of 2019, I headed out on the open road. Well, I headed to my friend's cabin in Arrowhead, where I did some work on their dock.
Can't stand up if gravity's dragging you down.
And then, I hit the open road. My first stop, Yosemite.
So last night was my first police encounter. The officer really couldn't have been nicer about it. He gave me somewhere else to stay within the city. Instead of parking where he suggested, I just headed north on Highway 1 and ended up staying at this little pullout here in the middle of the woods here. And it wasn't a bad spot at all. I got to listen to this river down here, if you could hear that. I even slept in this morning and haven't had any problem staying on pullouts in Highway 1. So this is my view this morning. I slept in this little pullout along Highway 1. So incredible, so lucky. So you can see the location is beautiful. So I'll show you inside. It's actually designed by the Truck Sluts in 2019, as you can see, architect group. Oh, and it's just got vaulted ceilings. Plenty of light gets in. Sofa over there. Just really nice.
If my words did glow with the gold of sunshine, and my tunes were played on the harp of strum, would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? There is a road, no simple highway. That path is for your steps alone.
Leaving Crater Lake, I learned another valuable lesson from the road. hung around Seattle for a while and waited for my friend Jeff, who flew up to see me. Together we drove across Washington and up to Canada for a few days. After he left, I headed over to Montana to revisit the Hiawatha Trail, an extensive bike trail made up of old railway tunnels and bridges, with tunnels over a mile long. I had memories of riding this trail with my family, and I had always wanted to revisit it. From there I kept pushing north, heading to Glacier National Park and towards the Canada border.
Fountain Valley, California.
Where you headed to stay?
Calgary. I'm gonna go to Banff National Park.
How long have you been traveling for?
About 2 months now.
Wish you were here, tied to the pier. Words disappear every time you call me. So won't you come home now? If you're feeling so alone now. Dog's got a bone.
After 3 months on the road without ever planning more than a day ahead, I found myself driving up through the Yukon to Alaska. When I arrived in Fairbanks, I decided to look for any seasonal work that was available for the summer. After a handful of interviews, I headed down to Southeast Alaska to fill my new position. From Haines, I loaded the bus on a ferry to Alaska's capital.
Shoreline receding, ticket in my hand, thinking wish I didn't hand it in. 'Cause who said sailing is fine, leaving behind all the faces that I might replace if I tried on that long ride, looking deep inside, but I don't wanna look so deep inside yet.
There, I'd be working on boats, giving guided tours of Alaska's beautiful fjords, glaciers, and of course, whales. I worked on large catamarans like this one, and saw whales like this one. While the orcas were a more rare sight, we were guaranteed to see humpbacks every day. With up to 3 tours in a day, the chances of seeing some cool behavior were pretty high.
We sing real enough yet to step off of that set to decide what her dance might be. Oh, well. Doing the ensuing melee escape. Fire eventually seen has been mapped or outlined. We don't recognize the names upon these signs. And every night finds us rocking and rolling on waves wild and wide. Well, we have lost our way. Nobody's gonna say it outright. Just go la 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 la
On our days off, my new crewmates and I would enjoy Juneau's beautiful landscapes any way we could. By exploring their vast hiking trails, kayaking in the harbors, exploring the local Mendenhall Glacier, and even seaside climbing, where you could hear the whales breathing. One day, we paddled 9 miles out to this old lighthouse. We were able to get up to the top and watch a bit of the sunset before paddling back as it got dark. For a week, my company flew me up north to a town called Yakutat, where I'd help give guided tours of the Herbert Glacier, one of Alaska's few glaciers still advancing in size. Needless to say, I really enjoyed my summer in Alaska. And I was very happy with my decision not to work in a cold factory all summer packing fish. I spent my last night in Juneau enjoying the northern lights for the last time and saying goodbye to friends. The next morning, I missed my ferry. Luckily, I was able to get on the next ferry out, and I wasn't stranded in Juneau for the winter. On the boat, I happened to run into my captain Austin, his fiancée Sarah, and their dog Charlie. After seeing the three of them again on a hike after we landed, it was decided that fate brought us together to caravan through Canada.
Choking on the rhythm and tablets, talk together in the hope of saving me, in the hope of saving me. Marks in the corner of the room, the junkyard full with eyes of gloom. I asked him time again, take me in and draw the rain, 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 the rain, the rain, the rain, the rain, the rain now.
We parted ways as I headed back to Banff, and they continued their road trip back towards Florida. There, they would end up buying a school bus of their own to convert. Life's crazy.
traveler song. When your time and your money and your best girl are gone, you can't go.
In Moab, I ended up taking a trail with my bike that had long stretches of sand that forced me to walk.
Can't go back if the road keeps moving along.
So when a stranger in one of these Can-Ams offered me a ride, of course I said yes.
Some days tremble above your sins into the sea. You can't win a battle to fight with the forces of gravity. You can't stand up with gravity's dragging you down. You can't stand up with gravity's dragging you down.
When you keep a positive attitude and remain open to the opportunities that life offers as it unfolds, good things tend to work out. And if you're not too worried about the destination, you're never lost.